You know, when comparing Superman versus Dragon Ball characters, a lot of people normally only mention Goku, but I feel like the one member of the Z Fighters who actually stands the most of a chance at taking out Kal-El is none other than the Prince of all Saiyans, Vegeta. Some of you might be wondering how I say that, especially if Goku is meant to be the stronger of the two of them, but one of the things you have to remember about Dragon Ball is that hacks prevail over raw power with characters. There are some characters in Dragon Ball lore like Majin Buu who have absorbed actual god-level characters scaling astronomically higher than they can solely through the means of using hacks. Majin Buu in fact was able to pass on God Ki to his reincarnation, solely because of his unique hack's ability of absorption of any entities, including beings that are stronger than him. This means that as far as Dragon Ball is concerned, you need to have more than just raw physical power to be a contender. You need hacks, and Vegeta has a surprising amount of hacks that directly counter all of Superman's most prominent strengths. But in order to explain this, first we have to go over how Superman's powers actually work. And as is the case with pretty much all Kryptonians, Superman gains powers from absorbing solar energy directly from the sun, which he then uses to boost all of his physical attributes and stats. Solar energy is capable of boosting Superman's attributes to the point that he can one-shot characters like the World Forger, a six-dimensional entity that predates the existence of multiverses. One punch from Superman after absorbing energy from countless suns was enough for him to defeat the enemy and severely damage the sixth dimension. There's also other absolutely ridiculous feats, like when Superman defeated Darkseid, held a black hole in his hand, and even when Superman flew across the entirety of the universe before his heart could beat one time. Superman is the kind of character where there isn't really ever an upper limit given to his strength. He's pretty much as strong and as powerful as the writers need him to be. Because of that reason, everyone claims he cannot be defeated. But Vegeta has one thing going for him that I truly believe will determine the outcome of this fight. Spirit Fission is a technique Vegeta recently learned during the events of the Moral Arc in the Dragon Ball Super manga. While training on Planet Yardrat, he is able to successfully learn not only Goku's instant transmission technique, but also a technique that allows him to separate energies or spirits from any specific target. He has used Spirit Fission to undo the absorption technique of Moral, and can even use this ability to separate fusions prematurely or even defuse a spirit bomb. Now with that being said, we've already mentioned how the one true source of all Superman's power is solar energy. This means all Vegeta would have to do is use Spirit Fission in the direction of Superman, and he could successfully separate all the power from the sun that Superman is using. If he was to do this, Superman would become severely weakened, and if Vegeta is able to take away all of it, then there's nothing that Superman would be able to do to defend himself, especially since Vegeta also has Ultra Ego and Hakai. Ultra Ego allows Vegeta to increase his damage output and his strength whenever he takes damage. So even if Superman is somehow able to do some kind of significant harm to Vegeta, ultimately it will work in Vegeta's favor and end up powering him. We also have to mention that Hakai is an existence erasure technique taught to Vegeta by the god. This does not kill the target. It completely erases them as though they had never even existed. So all Vegeta has to do for an absolute lethal combination is Spirit Fission to weaken Kal-El and Hakai to erase him from reality. Superman wouldn't have enough time to react as long as the two are bloodlust. Vegeta could come right out the gates with this combo and put an end to the entire fight. And I already know there's going to be a lot of people who disagree with that take, so let me say this. Superman's power is coming from a star. While he may have feats that put him on the same level as people who can destroy multiverses, there's no changing the fact that Superman is essentially a battery that has to be charged up from an outside source in order to do so. Vegeta is just his own raw, pure strength, talent, and training to get where he's at. And the characters from his universe have been capable of destroying multiverses for almost 15 years now. With the current level Vegeta and the others have reached during the events of Dragon Ball Super and afterwards, the chances of them being beaten by any DC characters, in my opinion, is highly unlikely. But especially not Vegeta with his ruthlessness, brutality, and these techniques that can easily and directly counter all of Superman's strongest assets. Superman without any energy from the sun is a regular human. And not only that, Vegeta can easily make sure that Superman has no stars nearby to charge up with by destroying them. He had the power to destroy planets with 2 fingers when he was first introduced. Current Vegeta can without effort destroy as many stars as necessary to prevent Superman from recharging himself. So in my opinion, Vegeta is all you really need from the Dragon Ball verse to one-shot Superman. But I could go with characters that scale even lower than that, like Majin Buu, who could absorb it, Otama, who can't be hurt by blunt force. Heck, you could even argue that Krillin with the Destructo Disc could clear out Superman, along with most of DC, solely because with Destructo Disc, there isn't anything that you can't cut. There's a lot more overpowered people out there than we mentioned here, but I still got Vegeta clearing all out. I know that the DC army is already typing their essays in the comments as we speak, and I want y'all to know I'm ready. There is no logical counter argument to Vegeta's Spirit Fission removing the solar energy from Superman, so you can't be mad about it. Vegeta win. Definitely let me know what y'all think about this one in the comments. Leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Dragon Ball content so you can be notified the next time I upload. Also, make sure you join the Discord. The link is in my bio. Thank you for watching. I love and appreciate you all. On God, signing off.
I come in clutch like a genie. Don't talk unless you need me. You talk too much, you need it. All of my bitches look like models. She in love with me. When we link, it's flashing.